He's a star who likes a fast car. The man is a Mopar guy. He's always had a soft spot for those classic Chargers. And now he plans on taking one of those rides to a whole new level.
It's actually one of the Chargers that's kind of underappreciated in my opinion.
It's music legend Kenny Wayne Shepherd and a team of top car pros working on a Mopar that's as cool as it is rare.
You know, I wanted to customize one and show people what this car is capable of.
And he'll unveil it before a sea of Mopar mania.
The technology that these guys are coming up with in these cars today is truly amazing.
It's all going to happen right here on Hot Rod TV, coming your way right now. Kenny Wayne Shepherd knows what it's like to have fans. He even knows what it's like to be a fan. But for Kenny, it's all about cheering for a certain kind of car.
I'm a big Mopar lover, and I really like the Dodge Charger. It's one of my favorite cars, probably of all time.
He currently has his eye on a '72 Dodge Charger.
I really haven't seen anybody do one of these in a pro touring style.
Kenny's heading to Picture Car Warehouse, where Ted Moser and his team do what they do best.
We build, design, and create cars for the movie industry.
Ted builds cars for guitar players, too.
We're getting ready to tear this 1972 Dodge Charger down. We're going to strip the paint and get it down to bare metal and see what we're working with here.
As he always does, Kenny gets his hands down into the deconstruction. And that's because this musician is also a certified car guy.
Safety first.
Ultimately, there's only one way to see exactly what sort of hand you've been dealt.
All right, so let's see what's under this paint.
As Kenny and Ted start to peek behind the scenes, they're pleasantly surprised to learn that the metal on this car is in pretty good shape.
The reason we wanted to strip this car is so we could look at it, see what we had, and figure out what we want to do cosmetic-wise.
Well, I think we're going to shade the side marker lights. We're going to tuck the bumpers in, basically nice and flush. I think the car is probably going to be black, make it real sinister looking. I think we can fit a 305 without doing any modifications to the rear end. But we could also look into mini-tubbing it and even get an even wider tire back there. I know we can do a 285 in the front too, so that ought to be some really good rubber there.
It's time for the next phase, and this will probably be the last firing of this old engine. Well, for a cool old classic, it sounds pretty good. But just wait till they get done with this ride. Kenny will be working with his pal Shannon Hudson of Redline Gauge Works. And Shannon is the man when it comes to knowing how to do a new dash.
You know, Just Dash, this is going to restore the dash. We can have them add a couple gauges over here. Kenny needs to get in here and get his screwdriver and go to town.
Kenny knows that working on the car is only part of this get-together.
It's a bunch of good friends getting together to work on a car. The car is what brings us together. I mean, the seat's already been torn out. Usually they find a lot of cool or not so cool stuff underneath the seats. I just noticed that we've inherited some parking tickets with this car. So hopefully somebody paid them, because when we go to re-register this car, we might have a bit of an issue.
Well, a car this old will have plenty of issues and plenty of surprises, starting with a new engine that's off the hook, to be unveiled at a party that's just as radical. All that and more when we return to Hot Rod TV. Hot Rod TV, presented by Mothers. There's no shine like Mothers. Hot Rod TV, brought to you by BF Goodrich. BF Goodrich Tires. Take control. We're back at Ted Moser's Picture Car Warehouse, along with music sensation Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Kenny and Ted are hard at work on a 72 Charger, getting the car ready for a major reinvention. Right now, Ted has a plan.
Bring it back upstairs, pull the engine, transmission, rear end, going with all new drivetrain in it.
That sounds good to Kenny, and so far, luck has been on their side. As the paint came off, they saw that the body was in good shape, and as the car hits the lift, it seems like it's all looking good down below as well.
So it looks pretty solid. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about patching the floors or anything like that.
The engine is another matter, in store for a great surprise coming up shortly. For now, the old one has to come out, and it's about to begin a well-earned retirement, having spent its life as the heart and soul of a classic 70s muscle car.
Good job, Ted.
Nice.
And here comes that great surprise. This is no ordinary crate engine. It's the kind of power that even Ford and Chevy guys respect.
The new 392 Hemi showed up today.
And did it ever. Ready to provide some heavy horsepower as it keeps the weight off the ride.
And one of the great things about this package is that it is a Hemi and it puts out 525 horsepower, but it's in basically a similar package to a small block, you know, so it's a lot lighter than the original Hemis and it takes up a lot less space. So you're getting more power in a smaller package, and that's great, you know, because the less weight in a car, the faster you're gonna go.
So, what else arrived today?
A bunch of rear end parts for the suspension and the rear differential showed up today.
It's gonna be a whole new car, resulting in state-of-the-art gear that'll be a classic ode to pure American muscle. But that will come later. For now, it's the end of one darn productive workday.
We've got a lot accomplished, but we got a lot of work ahead of us.
So as the build moves on to a whole new day, we first have a look at one of Kenny's other great Mopar creations. You've seen it driving around the Hot Rod Power Tour and parked prominently at the SEMA show. It's the Extreme Lee, Kenny's 585 horsepower tribute to the Dukes of Hazzard County. That car is gonna be one tough ride to beat. As work resumes on the Charger, Kenny's not here. Well, what he doesn't know can't hurt him.
I guess Kenny doesn't even know that we're doing this, so they told me to start cutting it, so I'm just gonna start cutting it.
This Dodge is looking forward to some pretty big tires, so the team will be tubbing out the body.
Now we're gonna move on to these spot welds right here. We're gonna drill those out, and we are gonna try and remove the hinge for the trunk.
That's another issue when it comes to this kind of modification. Reworking the wheel wells can lead to even more modifications to the trunk and to the back seat. But if you're into muscle cars and putting a lot of rubber on the road, you're not going to want it any other way.
Got her out.
Well, Kenny seemed to think that the floor was in pretty good shape, but it didn't cut the mustard with this bunch. As the worn Charger floor is taken away, a shiny new replacement floor arrives, already convincing us that this was a very good idea.
We got the floor pan in, so we're gonna start tack welding it in, start fitting it, make sure everything works out as planned.
And the heat is on, joining this floor to its much older counterpart. It's a job requiring time, and a true pro knows exactly how much.
So it looks like about 5 more hours of this, so I'm gonna get back to work.
When we return, the work continues, along with one smoking paint job and the installation of that incredible Hemi. It's all happening here on Hot Rod TV. Hot Rod TV, brought to you by Summit Racing Equipment, the world's speed shop, and Original Parts Group, your source for GM 8-body restoration and performance parts, and Duplicolor, the leader in paints, primers, and coatings.